We know not all heroes wear capes. Today we're meeting some who wear leather vests and ride motorcycles. They're members of B.A.C.A, Bikers Against Child Abuse, and you will hear their inspiring stories right now on Maggie and the Moms.
It's time for Maggie and the Moms. Sponsored by Tampa General Hospital.
April is National Child Abuse Prevention Month, and we're honoring it by introducing you to two people at the forefront of that mission, and they are not who you might expect. They're motorcyclists. You can see them there. Members of B.A.C.A, Bikers Against Child Abuse, and their names are, the one with the mohawk is Mello, and next to him is Bad Bob. Love the names, guys. Welcome. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, we're excited to be here.
It's such a pleasure. Look, it's Maggie and the Moms, and you two are not moms, but there are so many moms and so many children who are thankful for you in this world and who will benefit from hearing all about what you do. But I have to start with the names because our listeners and viewers are probably like, what's up with that? So those are your road names, and you all have them, correct?
We do.
Uh-huh.
Explain what that is all about.
Part of what we do in our mission, and hopefully we'll get into this a little bit later, is causes people not to like us so much. You know, the perps that are in jail, their families that blame us for their kids going to jail. So part of it's an anonymity issue so that we can help protect ourselves and our family. But then it's also kind of a biker thing. You know, if you earn a road name because you've done something that, you did something wrong.
Stupid,
yeah.
So you have a road name, and it adds to the sort of intimidating image of the biker. When it comes to this line of work, explain how that can actually be a really good thing.
The ethos of about bikers being big and bad and taking care of their brothers and their sisters, right? Bikers are all about that family unit. When we work with an abused kid, they see that and they understand how bikers help each other and they look out for each other. So we give them that extra family and backing so that they can be empowered.
But the intimidating part, that is a deterrent for anybody thinking of abusing a child, right? Isn't that a big part of it?
Well, the intimidation factor, yeah, that's part of it as well. But having this intimidating image also makes the child feel safe. They feel protected having us around them. And that's the biggest part right there, that we want the children to feel safe. And as you talk about the road name, we let the children make all the decisions. That's part of the path of empowering them, getting their childhood back that they deserve. They get to pick their road names.
So they get road names too?
They get road names, and we put it on their vests or their cut. And I think Mello probably has one with him here.
Got one right here.
Let's show this.
Oh, look at this. Wrench.
So
Describe
they
it, Maggie.
They
for
get
our
the child.
listeners.
Yeah, they get to pick their own road name, and it makes them feel part of our organization. And it's part of the process of helping them connect with us. And it's amazing that once we start working with the children, the difference in them, coming out of their shell, getting their courage back, laughing, playing games, and things like that. And that's our goal, is to give them courage and feel safe.
These children whose rescue you come to, they become honorary bikers and they learn about biking. And they too, like you, will wear the vest, which if you're listening and not watching, it's a child-sized vest, but it looks just the same as the ones you're wearing. It's got the patch with the name. In this case, the child's name is Wrench, the road name. It's got the B.A.C.A patches, the American flag. And so you get very, very involved in the child's life. So let's just start from the beginning. How do you get connected with a child who has been abused?
The first thing is that we work with all local agencies that are already in the process of helping kids, right? So we're an extra resource for all of these other agencies, the therapists, the law enforcement, the district and state attorneys. So usually it's word of mouth of how people find out about us. And the guardians will get a recommendation from an agency to say, hey, I think these people, Bikers Against Child Abuse, can help your child. And then they'll call our helpline. So every B.A.C.A chapter around the world has their own helpline, which goes to a person we call the child liaison. And their job is solely about finding or working with the parents and getting more information so that we can set up the actual interactions with the child.
So then take me to those interactions. The first time you meet a child, what does that look like?
Well, the first time we meet the children, like Mello said, we go through a process. We'll send 3 or 4 people over to the house to meet the child, meet the family, and again, make sure the child is comfortable with who we are, right? And then 99 times out of 100, they're really comfortable with us pretty quick. They want to sit on our bikes and, play around, run around. And then we come back to the chapter and discuss it with the board. And if the board approves it, which, again, at that point is about 100% type of thing, we go back with the entire chapter. We might show up with 20, 30, 40, 50 bikes on a Saturday morning, wake up the neighborhood, we throttle, we make a lot of noise, and we come rolling in. And just to watch that child's face when they see B.A.C.A come in and understanding that we're there for them.
They're like, there are my protectors, there are my guardians. That must be such a powerful image.
Yeah, it is, and we love it, and it varies from child to child, but just about every one of them just gets all excited that we're there, because a lot of them are in a position in life where they don't have that support system. And one of the things that's important to understand is nobody in our chapter but our intake specialist understands what happens to that child. None of us need to know what happened to the child, because there's enough people talking to them about what happened that they don't need us to do that.
You just know they've been through something rough and you're there to help them. And it's not just you're in and out of their lives. You maintain a presence in their lives. Is that right?
We do. So when we do that big chapter write-in, every child's given what's called a primary. They're given 2 primaries. And those are patch members within the organization in the local chapter. And we actually schedule what we call a follow-up, where we'll go to the child's house or where they live. The two primaries will go, and we schedule them on a regular basis so that we're actually going to where the child lives, where they're living in fear, so that we can help empower them to grow out of that fear.
Yeah, important thing to understand is that every member of B.A.C.A, who would be a primary as well, they go through 12 to 18 months of training so that we know that they understand what they're doing. I don't know of too many other organizations, when they hire somebody to work with children, they go through 12 to 18 months of training before they can have access to a child.
Plus 2 background checks, you mentioned,
Plus 2
right?
background checks, the V.A.C.A and the FBI background checks. And we're a 501c3 organization. We're all volunteers worldwide. There's no paid employees. And I don't like to say volunteer very loud. It's our life. It's what we do. And we're there for the kids. The kids call us at 3 o'clock in the morning. If we need to, we get on our bikes and go. We don't say, well, hey, I just went to sleep, or I got to work in the morning.
You get up and go. And I want to hear more of those stories about the children in whose lives you have played a crucial role. And we're going to do that right after the break. Amazing. We are here with B.A.C.A, Bikers Against Child Abuse, Mello and Bad Bob. They sound scary, but you know what? I think you guys are angels, and I think that the children in whose lives you've intervened feel the same way. That's where we left off last time. You said that if you get a call at 3 in the morning from a child, you're there. You're not like, yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. You are there. You are answering that call whenever they need you. Can you share some stories that stick with you about children you've helped?
Well,
He's got a bear somewhere. Don't you have a bear?
Yep, I got a bear right here.
Oh, it's a beautiful little teddy bear with a B.A.C.A t-shirt.
Yeah, that's a B.A.C.A bear. And I'll tell you a quick story about that. When we do that level 1, and we take the bear and we pass it around with all of our members and supporters, and everybody puts a hug in it, and we want you to put hugs in it as well. Mm-hmm. Then we give it to that child. We fill it full of everlasting hugs. So if a kid ever gets scared or lonely, we tell them, pick up the bear and take a hug out of it. And when they go to court, oftentimes we see them sitting in the witness stand with their bear, taking hugs as they go. And like I said, we do the everlasting hugs, but one time I got the call at 3 o'clock in the morning, and a kid said their bear was out of hugs. And I said, is your mom up? And she goes, yeah. I put the mom on the phone. I said, so what's going on? She goes, she's been having a rough day today. She's been squeezing her bear all day, and she thinks it's out of hugs.
Oh.
So we told her, we'll be back. We'll be there in the morning. And I called up a bunch of my brothers.
And refill the bear.
Yeah, and we refilled it full of hugs. A bunch of brothers and sisters rode up north of Valdosta from Orlando to fill it full of hugs.
So wait a minute. It's not just the person that the child called that showed up the next morning to refill the hugs. It was a whole pack of bikers.
However many she feels she needs.
Wow.
And again, that's the child's decision as well.
And you will answer that call.
Yes, ma'am. Any of us will. Any of us will.
Mello, what's a story that sticks in your mind?
I think the biggest one is that shows that our program works for these kids. I do a lot of long distance solo motorcycling. I was in a gas station in the middle of New Mexico, and we did not have a chapter in New Mexico at that time. I'm filling up, and as I'm coming out from paying, this young lady's running up to me. And when you're a solo motorcyclist, a solo biker out there, somebody runs at you, you go into defense pretty quick.
Sure.
Like, and as she's coming running up to me, she's pulling the sleeve of her hoodie up and starts pointing at a tattoo. And she's like, this was my road name. I'm alive because B.A.C.A was there for me. And she had to be in her mid-20s. That's the one that always sticks with me.
That's so special.
Yeah, I had someone run up to me in Montana one time, same thing, wanted to give me a hug. A guy had a little gray hair going on, said, can I give you a hug? And I'm a little suspicious, right? But I said, go ahead, give me a hug. And he said he was a B.A.C.A child 25 years ago. He's married, got a great job, got a couple kids. 25 years ago. We've been around for over 30 years, over 20 years here in the state of Florida. So we've been doing this a long time, and it is so fulfilling when an adult comes up and tells us the impact that they had on their life. But we see it in the children's faces, their smiles. You know, that's what keeps us going.
But when you get an adult who's like made it and been successful, largely because of B.A.C.A, that's everything. That's got to be everything.
Validates the program's work.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about the child getting the road name. And do you actually teach these children to ride the bikes?
We do not teach them how to ride the bikes, no. When we do the big chapter ride-in, our level 1, most chapters will actually give the child a ride at that point.
Oh, you give them rides.
We'll give them a ride.
You help them feel like they're part of the game.
Exactly. You know,
if they want to.
If they want to.
Yeah, the child always gets to choose. We never tell the child what they have to do.
And what goes into them, do you find, is there a common thread in the road names that they choose? No. I've
had anime character names, Disney princesses, think Tire Gambit.
Whatever they want.
Whatever they want. I had a little guy that probably didn't weigh more than 40, 50 pounds, wanted to be Beast. And he'd walk around saying, my name is Beast.
You know what? Maybe he needed to feel like that. You gave him that power.
Absolutely.
That is special.
And we smile, and it empowers them. We keep using that word empower.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
So, Mello, I see that you have a blue mohawk. And I today am wearing a blue jumpsuit because later today we will be participating in a pinwheel planting ceremony at Tampa General Hospital, the sponsor of Maggie and the Moms. Would you explain the significance of blue and of pinwheels when it comes to preventing child abuse, please?
I'm not sure the history of the blue, but for a long time, it's always been the pinwheels for prevention. And it's to raise the awareness that we as a community have to work together to stop child abuse. When you look at our patch, we have the Jolly Roger. It's all about our commitment to stopping child abuse. Without the community coming together to do that, it will never happen.
You help children who have suffered child abuse, but you just said that it's on all of us to help stop child abuse. What are some things that we, the public, can do to prevent this?
I think the biggest thing is to get rid of the taboo about talking about child abuse. Child abuse happens in every social and economic status around the world, in every community. In a lot of communities, it's taboo to talk about it. And we've got to stop that stigma.
Yeah, there's a lady walking around the state of Florida right now, Lauren Book, and she does a thing called the Lauren's Walk every year. She walks through every county in the state of Florida to create awareness. She wrote a book that said, it's okay to tell. And that's so important that the kids understand it's okay to tell. They get threatened by the abusers oftentimes, but unless they speak up, it's hard to get out of that. And we help break the cycle by giving them the courage to keep going on.
That is the goal, is to get them to feel okay with telling. But if they're not there yet, are there signs that we can look for that a child might be in trouble?
Well, we're not therapists,
Yeah.
but and we'll tell people we're not therapists, but trained therapists, schools, parents, if the child is getting more introverted, quiet, isolating themselves, that's usually a sign something's going on. Something's
Ask.
going on. It could be any number of things, right? But if you see behavior changes in the child, that's usually the number one thing that's going on. And school counselors are trained to look for those things, teachers as well. So just keep an eye on the kids. I tell kids all the time, when your parents say they want you home by the time the street lights are on, it's not because they're trying to make your life terrible. It's because they love you. So keep an eye on your children. Look for changes.
Yes. All right. Well, we all want to get involved with B.A.C.A, know more about how you work and what we can do to join you in your mission. So we want to talk about that right after this break. Maggie and the Moms is back. And before you go, it has been such an incredible pleasure to meet these two gentlemen today. Members of B.A.C.A. They're funny too. Mello and Bad Bob. Bikers Against Child Abuse. How can someone get involved? First of all, if you're not a biker, can you be involved in some way or no?
The best thing, if you're not a biker, is as a 501c3, we have to have donations. Right. And every B.A.C.A chapter around the world needs help somehow financially. If you are a biker, go visit us. Come to one of our general meetings. All of our monthly meetings are open to the public.
Yeah, I'll give you another example. The Ocala Women's Club asked how they could help, and they handmade a bunch of B.A.C.A bears for us and donated. Goodwill Industries got together a denim jacket drive and came up with close to 1,200 jackets for us that we could cut the sleeves off and use for the children. There's so many ways that you can help, but you can stop by and visit a meeting. Go to our website at BACAworld.org, and there's a little click where you can find a chapter near you. Stop by and visit and get to know us, and you'll understand. The key is understanding what we do, not just knowing who we are, but understanding what you do
and why you do it.
And things like this show that you're doing right now, hopefully spread it, make it go viral, because we get referrals from these sort of shows, and we thank you for that.
Oh, we'll do our best. We're gonna put the thumbnail to be your picture, and then it'll go viral for sure. Because look at you two.
His picture,
that mohawk. Yeah. What about bikers? How can bikers get involved? And what would you say? Speak to them right now.
Come to one of our.
I think a lot of bikers listen to Maggie and the Moms.
Yeah. It's come to the general meeting, our monthly meetings for that local chapter. We have 10 chapters in Florida. We're in another 40. We're in 47 of the U.S. states. We're in over 18 countries. So more than likely there is a B.A.C.A chapter close to you. But if you go to BACAworld.org, there's a chapters link at the top, and you can see everywhere where you have a chapter.
It's been so enlightening for me to see that, to learn that bikers help children. Bikers rescue children. Do you get a lot of questions about that? Wait, but why bikers? And what do you say? What's the most common question that you get?
Well, you're going to find the biker community is probably one of the most charitable demographics that you've ever run into, and they all love kids, and that's the important thing. And the challenge for us a lot of times is breaking that stereotype.
Yes.
Right, and understanding who we are. I pulled up a red light one time, and a car full of kids were sitting there looking at my bike and faces up against the window, and Mom wouldn't even look at me. She's just sitting there, and I yell at the kids to put their seatbelts on. And they put their seatbelts on, and then they're waving, and the mom still won't look at me, but she gives me a thumbs up. Like, thank you for doing that. breaking that stereotype that we all have big hearts and
You
we're
do.
very charitable. We love kids, and we love our motorcycles as well.
You
So,
do.
Yeah.
What's the most common question you get from people who don't know what you do?
Really, how can we help? That's probably the
Oh, yeah?
biggest one I get.
Well, that's nice.
But it's also that stereotype. How does law enforcement take you? How does the agencies take you in? It's like you have to break that stereotype of bikers do bad things. Don't follow Hollywood and what Hollywood says bikers do.
I've had a ton of people say, I suppose you go after the perp. And no, we're not vigilantes. We don't let that. Law enforcement, the court systems, the agencies all have their roles in the show. And we stick in our lane. We're not mentors. People say, what do you mean you're not a mentor? Well, a mentor is more of a long-term type of thing. We get in, we help the child, and once the child's through the fear, we start backing out. So we're not a constant reminder
Right.
of what happened. We're not, we put on kids' days every year to welcome the kids back that want to come back and meet other kids so they know that they're not alone.
But clearly, you make a lasting impact, as evidenced by those stories of both of you were approached by adults. When they came up to you and thanked you, what did they say you did for them?
We got their lives back on track. We gave them courage. And it's tough how they would put it in their words, but they basically told us, in not so many words, because of us, they got their lives back on track. They had the courage to move forward. And that's the important thing, is the courage that they can move forward, that they're empowered, that they can make decisions.
Well, and that we showed up.
Yep.
Right? We said we were going to be there, and we were there.
Yep.
There was no wishy-washy. There's no changing dates. Yes, we said we're going to be there. We're there.
Now, we'll say B.A.C.A will always be there for you. I may not be there for them all the time. I could leave B.A.C.A, right? But B.A.C.A will always be for you. If you're 35 years old and you want to call us, pick up the phone and call.
Wow.
Yep.
As we wrap up here, I thank you so much for sharing what you do. I'd like to hear from you what this has done for you and meant for you in your lives. Mello?
It's just that whole adage of, if I can just help one child during my life. And by doing this, I've been able to help a lot of children.
For me, it puts smiles on my face. We all have ups and downs in our lives, but when we're working with the children, they inspire us. And they inspire us to keep going forward. And that's the big thing. I had a child ask me one time, once court's over, does that mean we're not going to see you anymore? And that kind of broke my heart. I said, no, B.A.C.A will always be here for you. But those are the things that they inspire us. We get back from helping a kid and we're just energized.
Well, I hope that all of our listeners and viewers have been inspired today to learn more about B.A.C.A, to appreciate the bikers you see out there. Don't be the mom in the car who doesn't give them a glance. Give them a glance and a thank you, because they do a lot to help the children in our community. What is this you're holding?
Could I give you a B.A.C.A coin?
Oh my gosh,
Because you're
yes.
such a great interviewer.
Oh.
This is our 20-year anniversary. Where the heck is this? 20th anniversary.
He's holding up the coin to the camera.
In the state of Florida. So I'd like to give that to you.
Wow.
And thank you for helping us spread the word.
I'm honored. Thank you very much. And thanks all of you for listening and watching Maggie and the Moms. We'll do it again next time.